Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. And thank you very much for joining us today for the Co-operative Education and Experiential Education Employer Impact Awards. My name is Nora McCrae, and I'm the Associate Provost of Co-op and Experiential Education here at the University of Waterloo, and I'm absolutely honored to be your host today for this virtual ceremony. This is the second year that we've been running this program, and we're excited to have you with us to acknowledge our Employer Award recipients today. Our audience is filled with some very special guests, including employers, University of Waterloo leadership, partners, and students. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today to celebrate some of these incredible employers and their commitment to our programs. This is very important for us. We could not do our work without the partnerships and collaborations we have with our employers. And so it's a delight to be able to celebrate some special winners today. Few housekeeping items. For those of you new to our Hop-in event platform, if you begin to experience any technical difficulties, please let us know in the chat in the right-hand side. You can also connect with live Hop-in support by selecting the blue Help button on the bottom left-hand of your screen. Now, before we go any further, I would like to do an acknowledgement and acknowledge that the University of Waterloo and much of our work takes place on the traditional territory of the Neutral, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee peoples. Our main campus is situated on the Haldimand Tract, the land promised to the Six Nations that includes 10 kilometers on each side of the Grand River. Our active work toward reconciliation takes place across our campuses through research, learning, teaching, and community building, and is centralized within our Indigenous Initiatives Office. Ahead of our formal award presentations today, I wanted to share a bit of background on this award ceremony and why and how they've been designed. They are designed to recognize and honor our employers for their industry excellence and the incredible opportunities they provide to our students. Recipients are selected by a committee of representatives from the portfolio who review and score employer submissions based on how accurately they align with the award criteria in each category. This includes impact on student learning, development and wellness, correlation between work and academic learning, and contributions to our on-campus community. With a global network of more than 7,500 distinguished employers in over 65 countries, our employers provide quality, work-integrated learning experiences as well as opportunities for growth, training, and development to more than 25,000 University of Waterloo students each year. Through our strong employer partnerships, we continue to set the standard for work-integrated learning and ensure our students are successfully prepared to enter the future world of work. But why are these awards so important to us? Like many of our Employer Award recipients today, our strategic goals are closely linked to global impact and our efforts to ensure that we are all prepared to navigate an evolving workforce. While we are global leaders in cooperative and career education, experiential and work-integrated learning, we also advance research with global impact for the future of work and lifelong learning. And through this work, we strive to ensure our students, employers, and ourselves are adequately prepared for the future of work. And we will be using these goals to inform our direction, decision-making, and activity to better support our students, employers, and the rest of our key stakeholders. And you can see our goals on this slide, of course. So we're grateful to have so many employer partners who have the same commitment and dedication to our students and to our global communities. It is now my tremendous pleasure to welcome our new President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vivek Goel, to his first CEE Employer Impact Awards ceremony. And I would like to now invite him to say a few words.
Thank you, Nora. Thank you to everyone that's joining us today. It is my pleasure, as Nora noted, to be here and celebrate my first Employer Impact Award ceremony as President and Vice Chancellor. As you saw in the quote, from an article I wrote earlier in the summer, this institution is founded on a history of co-op education. So to the supporters, faculty, staff members, and employers in attendance, you've all contributed to the success of our students and the cooperative education program here. I've really been inspired to learn about how this has become so woven into the Waterloo community. Co-op was part of the bold vision that our institution's founders had set out, and the model continues to be critical to Waterloo's DNA today. It started with local business leaders who helped build the model for co-op education that brought students into their workplaces and brought their workplaces into the work of the university. The program has evolved and grown over the decades. This same spirit of experiential education and knowledge exchange continues on. And so I'm pleased to recognize and celebrate our co-op employers and to thank you for the important role you play in educating our students. Those being recognized today as award recipients and honorable mentions truly went above and beyond to support our students throughout a challenging year. Amid the COVID-19 pandemic and through immense change, you continue to find new ways to empower students and provide them with unique opportunities to develop their skills. The global pandemic has transformed industries and changed the future of work. And as we start to come out the other side of this pandemic, Canada and the global community are looking at how we build back our economies and societies in a post-pandemic world. The learners we're educating today will play an important role in shaping our global post-pandemic recovery. As co-op employers, you are helping to develop this next generation of talent and prepare them for a complex future ahead. I now invite you to watch a video from our deans.
The best education combines theory and practice in ways that really reinforce each other.
Often what students will do when they go on co-op work terms is they identify societal needs or new business opportunities.
Co-op has allowed us to create a sort of two-way traffic between academia and society.
Students will come in, we'll teach them this rigorous mathematical foundation, the basics of computing, of rigorous thinking, of logic, and they'll take that out into their co-op experiences and apply it.
Throughout the academic program, when they do come back to the class, we do see from a co-op to co-op a level of maturity that we typically don't see in the regular stream.
This is really what distinguishes our graduates from other graduates, is the diversity of those 6 different co-op experiences that make them, some of the most sought after graduates in the entire world.
Preparing students for life is really a societal endeavor. And so, we as professors at the university are not the only ones who are teaching them. And so one of the things that we really want to thank our employers for is the teaching that they do.
People say to us, students who came through your co-op programs stand out from all the rest. And it's because of what our employers provide our students.
I just want to say thank you to all the co-op employers. When I talk to young people thinking about studying at Waterloo Engineering today, their number one reason still is the co-op program. It's renowned, it's part of the brand of Waterloo, and without you we couldn't have done that.
We want to thank the co-op employers for being a part of this process that they've become so essential in creating, and for being part of the Faculty of Mathematics family.
I would like to thank the employers who are not alumni of the University of Waterloo. We want to thank you for recognizing the importance of co-op education.
Obviously, thank you for the job opportunities for our students. Thank you for the mentorship that you provide to our students, but also the opportunities for our students to really experience what it's like to be in a real world.
Congratulations to the recipients of the 2020 CEE Employer Impact Awards.
Well, thank you very much to all the deans for their heartfelt words, and of course to President Goel for his comments at the ceremony. We really appreciate you being part of this with us today. It's very special. And now it's officially time for us to start the award presentations. And it's my pleasure to invite Ross Johnson, who's the Executive Director of Cooperative Education, to join us to present those awards. Over to you, Ross.
Thank you so much, Nora, and welcome everyone. I'm delighted to join you today to announce the 2020 CEE Employer Impact Award recipients. This is my second time presenting these awards, and I'm excited that we're again joined by such a strong group of employers, campus leaders and partners, students and staff. The first award I'd like to present is for Impact and Innovation. This award recognises an employer who values the integration of industry and academic knowledge to inspire innovation among a new generation. The recipient of this award offers opportunities for students to be innovative and align their academic learning with related work experiences and mentorship. I'm honoured to share that the recipient of the Employer Impact Award for Impact and Innovation this year is Geotab. Geotab began as a family company in Oakville, Ontario. Over the past 20 years, they've grown to become the first commercial telematics company, or the #1 commercial telematics company in the world. At Geotab, they are passionate about integrating the fresh perspectives of co-op students into their teams, encouraging them to solve important problems and explore new ideas. Their campus program provides autonomy and creative freedom to students, which results in numerous opportunities for innovation. They task students with meaningful projects focused on Geotab's key pillars of innovation, productivity, optimization, safety, expandability, compliance, and sustainability. They also offer the Geotab Student Challenge, which is a 5-week internal challenge where co-op students work in teams to develop solutions to important problems, like reducing waste or enhancing customer experience. And now, let's hear what Geotab team members and co-op students have to say about the innovative work that they do.
What I enjoyed most about my co-op terms at Geotab was their ability to cater my work for my interests. I really think they do an excellent job at getting to know their co-op students and figuring out what their co-op students' goals are, as well as what the company goals are. So they align you on projects that pique your interest and really keep you fascinated in your job and growing as a student in these spaces.
At Geotab, we place a lot of emphasis on learning and skills development. It's one of our philosophies and core values here in the organization. When a new student or team member joins Geotab, we want to make it explicit that they have opportunities to work with managers and leaders to grow as a professional.
One of the greatest things that helped me expand and develop my skills during my work term was having one-on-ones and growth sessions with my manager, especially as he helped me transition from a very technical software development background to a more broad and less technically focused role, such as being in a project coordination role. It's all about constant improvement on your project and taking your project to the next level. So it brought good strategies for how to strategically choose when to bring the next layer of design or the next layer of the project about, and how to incorporate that seamlessly into the work being done.
Incorporating co-ops into the innovation process is a foundation of what we do at Geotab. For example, we asked one co-op to assess a specific project we were working on where we were trying to figure out how to better connect customers with their vehicles. The manager who was leading that project approached the co-op student and said, "If you think there's a better way, absolutely, we want to hear that from you." That student was able to take that away, and a few weeks later came back with an idea to propose a different approach to one of our features. We ended up changing that feature in one of our feature releases. The fact that a student was able to get such hands-on experience to change that feature while also working alongside our senior leadership team to make it happen was something that truly made a difference for him during his work term at Geotab.
Congratulations, Geotab. I'd now like to invite Melanie Sheepers, Associate Vice President of Human Resources at Geotab, to join us and say a few words.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Ross, for the warm welcome. As Ross said, I am Melanie Skeppers. I'm the AVP of HR at Geotab, a technology company headquartered in Oakville. We are so honored to receive this award today and be among such great company with the other businesses that are here today. This past year at Geotab, we hired over 145 students, 49 of those students being from the University of Waterloo. Waterloo students continue to make up a significant portion of the students that we hire. We are proud to have been able to continue our co-op program during the pandemic, building a positive and connected virtual experience for our students. Geotab is pleased to provide a robust student hiring program, known as our campus program, developing relationships with post-secondary institutions and building out meaningful student experiences. Geotab cares deeply about our future leaders and has a strong focus on hiring students and engaging in the student community. Our students, particularly 2 students from the University of Waterloo, have gone above and beyond and made significant contributions to Geotab. One of our students created a networking application from scratch that helped fill the gap when we had the pandemic first hit and we started working from home. It has done so much for bringing people together in an informal, automated way. We also had another student who came back to Geotab for several terms and is now a full-time employee with us. She was so integral to the marketing team that she was invited to our annual conference in San Diego, not something every intern usually gets to do. We are so appreciative of our relationship with the University of Waterloo Co-op Department and the amazing students that we've had the pleasure of working with and seeing contribute positively to our culture and to our business. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Melanie, and congratulations again to you and Geotab for that well-deserved award. Our next award is for Impact in International Excellence. This award recognises an employer who embraces global excellence and experience within their organisation. The recipient of this award has clearly shown how their unique global expertise and cultural agility creates an impact in their workplace and community. And the recipient of the Employer Impact Award for Impact in International Excellence is ASSA ABLOY. ASSA ABLOY's technology includes reliable home security and cutting-edge biometric technology for businesses, governments, airports, hospitals, and schools. They have approximately 49,000 employees in more than 70 countries around the world. At ASSA ABLOY, students join a cross-cultural environment where they can collaborate across business units and markets to build intercultural effectiveness and communication skills. They enable students to work on meaningful projects that make a significant impact on the company's global business initiatives. They also incorporate their students' financial and data literacy to support the company's commercial finance strategy, which affects factory vendors, market customers, and banks worldwide. Let's discover some more about the rich international experiences this company provides.
Since my first co-op job was at ASSA ABLOY, so at that time, I have no idea what actual work will be like. So I didn't know if I can adapt to a new environment, or I worried if I could handle my job. But thanks to my supervisors and colleagues, I have learned a lot from the work and made many new friends. All of my leaders and mentors are super nice and patient. Although I do not have any work experience before, I can still get used to my job quickly since they gave me sufficient coaching before I start any of my work.
I would say there's a couple areas that we're focusing for students. More of one is collaborations, communications, and problem solving. So those are what I find is a skill that is transferable in any place that you do. And that is really helping them to prepare themselves in the workplace. Because those are the essential skills that you cannot, you don't learn it from the textbook, but rather you learn it through the actual applications and actual in the jobs environment.
ASSA ABLOY provides me the opportunity to try different positions in different cities during my co-op work term, which is, I believe, really valuable for any undergraduate student. I have tried 3 different positions in finance department. They are treasury team accountant, financial planning analysis, and commercial finance. Now I have an overall understanding of the whole finance process. I believe those experiences will give me a lot of support for my future career in finance.
We allow the student to say, okay, you can choose for this rotation to this role. Next rotation you can do others, so that you can learn the whole spectrum of the specific function that you want. This is why we constantly encourage students to return for a second or third work term.
All in all, thanks to the co-op program and thanks to ASSA ABLOY to provide me the opportunity to have those wonderful experiences.
Congratulations to ASSA ABLOY. Speaking on behalf of ASSA ABLOY today is their CFO for Asia Pacific, Stephen Hong, who I'd like to invite to speak with us now. Steve.
Thanks so much, Loss. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephen Hong. I'm the CFO for Asia Pac. I'm also the alumni of University of Waterloo. So I'm really great to be here and honored to be here to receive the award on behalf of ASSA ABLOY. ASSA ABLOY has started the co-op program about 2.5 years ago, and we have started with a couple of students in different disciplines. And today we have about 23 students, and they are coming from multiple disciplines, from HR, innovation team, the IT team, as well as the finance. And within each of those organizations, we have different functions, sub-functions that are allowing the co-op students to experience and develop their skills in the working environment. We are grateful that we have the Waterloo partnering with us in our talent development program, and this is part of a journey that we want to have. It's not about just coming for the co-op student term. It is a program that we'd like to eventually have a student to become an employers, to join us as employees as they graduate from the university. And we have been grateful that a couple of the students have returns in second on the third work terms and trying a different function within a different organization. And this is the ability for the student to learn and develop. And we're grateful to have that opportunity partnering with the University of Waterloo. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Stephen, and particularly enjoying us at after 11 o'clock at night your time. So truly a very international event today. And also a big thank you to everyone at ASSA ABLOY. You truly give our students such meaningful international experiences, and we really appreciate it. This next award is for Impact in Research. It recognises an employer who encourages student excellence in research and analysis, potentially leading to meaningful impact on the world. The recipient of this award provides students with an understanding of the importance of conducting credible research according to sound methodologies in the process for change. And I'm excited to share with you the 2020 Employer Impact Award recipient for Impact in Research is the Odette Cancer Centre at Sunnybrook Health Sciences Centre. The Odette Cancer Centre, under the leadership of Dr. Edward Chow, runs a comprehensive cancer research programme committed to providing optimal evidence-based cancer treatment plans. They offer opportunities for students to lead and support cancer research or clinical trials and work directly with cancer patients to improve their quality of life. They adopt a hands-off approach where students can use their critical thinking and problem-solving skills to overcome challenges and reach their full potential. Many of their co-op students win awards, publish research findings in academic journals, and present at international conferences. Through the mentorship and guidance offered at the Odette Cancer Centre, students are empowered to achieve excellence in the medical field and are prepared for the next stage of their life or career. Let's hear more about what makes the Odette Cancer Centre's research work and Dr. Chow's mentorship so impactful.
I think the Odette Cancer Center stands out for co-op students in particular because there really is just this unlimited opportunities for learning, both academic and professional growth as well. In particular, for students who want to pursue a career in healthcare, it's really beneficial to get into a clinic or hospital environment early on.
My employer helped me expand and develop my skills throughout my work terms in many ways. And so I had spoken to my employer and I brought up the fact that I was interested in one day potentially pursuing dermatology as a medical specialty. Because I expressed that interest, my employer, he presented me with several opportunities to further expand my knowledge and learn more about the field of dermatology. And he presented me with the opportunity to lead several international research projects. And this was an amazing opportunity for me because I never expected to be able to lead an international project and actually network with radiation oncologists and dermatologists around the world and lead a team of 8 other students to kind of get this project going.
So as students, we develop strong time management skills because we are responsible for conducting a majority of the study responsibilities. So that includes the day-to-day patient concerns all the way up to writing grant proposals for different research funding that we need.
The last thing I want to highlight from everything I've said about my experiences is really the value that a co-op employer has on the experience of their students. And when I worked at the Odette Cancer Center, specifically with Dr. Edward Chow, I learned so much about what it means to be a good mentor and a good employer and a good teacher to your students. And I think that was the most critical thing that made me want to go to work every day because I knew I was going to learn something new.
Congratulations to Sunnybrook's Odette Cancer Centre and to Dr. Edward Chow. I'd now like to ask Emily Lamb, a former Odette Cancer Centre co-op student from Waterloo's Health Studies programme, to say a few words.
Thank you, Ross. Hi, everyone. So as Ross mentioned, my name is Emily. I'm a 4th-year health studies student, and I've been fortunate enough to have worked with Dr. Chow for all 5 of my co-op work terms. And I'm honored to be here today accepting the Impact in Research Award on behalf of Dr. Chow and the staff at the Sunnybrook Odette Cancer Center. So a question that many people will often ask myself and many of Dr. Chow's other students is, why do you want to return to the Odette Cancer Center for all of your work terms? And I think the simplest answer to this question for many of us is that our experience at Sunnybrook is so much more than just a work term. It's an opportunity to learn from some of the best healthcare professionals in the country, to continue growing as a researcher, and to expand our understanding of healthcare and medicine. With each work term, we return with more experience, and in turn, we are given more responsibility to take on new projects and become leaders within our research team. I believe that the Odette Cancer Center has and will continue to be an organization that allows students to develop strong research and critical thinking skills, both of which will be pivotal in shaping our future careers. And now I just have a short statement that I would like to share on behalf of Dr. Chow and the Odette Cancer Center. We are honored to have been selected for the Impact in Research Award. Over the years, we have highly valued the opportunities to work with the great co-op program at Waterloo and are honored to be involved in the training of your talented co-op students. We have seen how they all work very hard and excel in their assignments beyond our expectations. A heartfelt congratulations to them. This award truly reflects the achievements of your co-op students and the collaborative effort between the University of Waterloo and the Sunnybrook Odette Cancer Center towards innovations in healthcare and research. We look forward to continuing our well-established relationship with your program and the co-op students for many years to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Emily. It was wonderful to see you again. And many thanks to the team at the Odette Cancer Centre for the work that you do to advance cancer research and for the enriching experiences you provide for our students. Moving on, our next award category is for Impact and Sustainability. This award recognises an employer for their commitment to providing student experiences that align with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The recipient of this award demonstrates a strong passion for offering work opportunities that focus on building a better world for people and the planet. I'm excited to share that the 2020 Employer Impact Award recipient for Impact and Sustainability is the Waterloo Institute for Sustainable Energy, also known as WISE. At WISE, they recognise that the energy issues facing our society are complex and involve multiple stakeholders. They work closely with utilities, private sector partners, government and the non-profit sector to ground their work in real-world issues. They hire students to work with a global network of over 50 organisations in 34 countries to develop technology, projects, research and products to improve affordable energy access. Through collaboration with international partners, their co-op students help establish clean energy access for developing communities, including rural villages, refugee settlements, and remote mountainous regions. This offers students an opportunity to develop an understanding of energy democracy, as well as its ties to culture, policy, and activism, encouraging them to become global change makers. WISE also hires students for interdisciplinary positions that meet the complex and diverse needs of sustainable development, where they can make positive and meaningful impact. Let's see more about WISE and the incredible work that they do.
Throughout my undergraduate experience, I think the main thing that I was looking for in a co-op experience was really an opportunity to learn and to expand my skills. So for WISE in particular, I was really interested in doing a research co-op. And then the other thing was that I am really passionate about sustainability and clean energy. So WISE seemed like the perfect combination to work on both of those things and have that experience. So WISE really went above and beyond in terms of support and mentorship. I found that anytime I would reach out, there was always someone there to help.
So WISE helps students who join our internship programs gain a lot of different skills. I think the most important thing is helping students understand how to use their academic background for social good. A lot of times we have engineering students or environment students who know a lot technically about their background and about their education, but haven't really applied it in a social global context before. So we're helping students learn how to use their skills in perhaps a different application that they haven't done before. I think that one of the most important takeaways that students can bring from their experience with WISE is really gaining a deeper international understanding of sustainable development issues. I hope that by learning more about this topic, students can gain an understanding of what life might be like for some of these remote communities that we're working in.
At WISE, I really learned how to reach out to people outside of my organization. I was talking to people around the world, in government, researchers at universities, and I think that was a really good skill set. We believe that in order to meet the Sustainable Development Goals, in order to provide sustainable, safe, and reliable energy for everybody around the world, we really need to build up young global change makers who will be able to work together from all around the world to solve some of these issues. So we're really happy that at the University of Waterloo, we've been connected with so many students who I really believe are these global change makers.
And congratulations to WISE. Joining us to accept the award on behalf of WISE is Ambika Opal, their Global Programs and Initiatives Manager.
Thanks so much, Ross, for that kind introduction. I'd like to start by really thanking Cooperative and Experiential Education for the support that we've had over the last year and beyond in hiring students. Particularly last year when there was so much change, we really felt that support, felt that clear communication, and really appreciate the different opportunities you brought to us. So thank you for that, and thank you for this great honor for this award. I'd also like to thank our international partners through the Affordable Energy for Humanity Network who have co-hosted students along with WISE. We really appreciate the adaptability that you've shown in hiring remotely, and really appreciate that you help make exceptional opportunities for students. And it's the students that I'd really like to thank the most. We've had about 15 students work with us over the last year from many different organizations in countries like Nigeria, Tajikistan, India, Uganda, and all the students have worked really, really hard. And if you're listening today, I hope that you know that you've made a real positive difference. We've had students work with organizations in Uganda to create mobile apps, to collect waste agricultural projects to create clean energy. We've had students work with really remote communities in Afghanistan to help them be connected to community energy planning for the first time. And we've had students look inward at Canada as well and look at clean energy issues in remote Indigenous and Northern communities and help us make partnerships with some Northern Indigenous communities that we continue to work with today. So we're really grateful to have the support from so many different people and organizations so that we're able to create these opportunities for students. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ambika, and for all that you do to enable our students to pursue their passion for affordable energy and access and sustainability across the globe. And now it's time for our last major award category of this ceremony, the Impact on Student Experience. This was a highly sought after award. More than half of the programme applications received were for this category. This award recognises an employer who provides stimulating work terms in positive, thriving environments and recognises the importance of skills development through experiential learning. The recipient of this award has made a significant impact on the University of Waterloo student community. And in fact, the winner of this award was selected by University of Waterloo's co-op students through online voting. Since this winner is selected by our students, it's felt only fitting to ask a representative from Waterloo's Undergraduate Student Association, also known as WUSA, to join us and announce the recipient in this category on behalf of our student body. I'm excited to welcome Daoud Khan, Associate VP of Co-op and Experiential Affairs from WUSA, to help present this award. Over to you, Daoud.
Thank you very much, Ross. It is an honor to be a part of this ceremony. As a co-op student myself, I've seen how the University of Waterloo, the CEE, and our co-op employers strive to provide students with the best possible experience, and how they've maintained that commitment and dedication through a global pandemic. We all know that classroom learning is important to advancing knowledge, but being able to apply that knowledge to real-world situations enables students to have the skills they need to succeed in their future careers. And I know that the CEE's employers play an integral role in providing these types of experiences for students. So I am thrilled to be here to announce that after CEE tabulated over 500 student votes, the recipient of the 2020 Impact on Student Experience Award is Polar. Polar provides creative advertising technology to media agencies and publishers. With over 200 clients in 30 countries, their social display product It makes it easy for advertisers to repurpose their social ads as paid display ads. At Polar, students are brought into a small, tight-knit community that offers training, professional development, and opportunities to collaborate on meaningful real-world projects. They support students to learn valuable skills, receive coaching and mentorship, establish new professional connections, and determine future career paths. They also enable students to participate in job shadowing with mentors and peers, creating open channels for ongoing learning, feedback, and career advice. Furthermore, they also empower students to focus on wellness, personal projects, or skills development through No Meeting Tuesdays, Wellness Wednesdays, and Fridays off. Let's hear more about what makes Polar's co-op student experience so significant by watching a short video.
Personally, the things I look for a co-op role is the opportunity to really grow, develop, and hone my skills, as well as the opportunity to be able to participate in work that's meaningful to the team and to the entire company that I'm working for. These qualities were really enhanced by Polar with the idea of being able to work in a smaller team with a meaningful and impactful work that directly impacts the company's products and services that it offers to its clients. Polar really emphasized us in learning those interpersonal public speaking skills, presentation skills, management skills. And I feel like those things are all really invaluable because those things, again, would be lost if not for having them explicitly brought out, outlined, and explored by the Polar team.
Polar is a unique place for co-op students because it's been designed by former co-op students. Myself and the co-founders and leadership, we all went to Waterloo, all went through co-op, and we genuinely understand the student experience because we've been through it. There's so many people that created an amazing co-op experience for me. If I didn't have those co-op experiences, I would not have been able to start my business and run it successfully. We want others to have a similar benefit that we had.
Polar overall was a great co-op experience because they really emphasized something called the life before work balance. Really making sure that co-ops and other employees as well just get to focus on, their own well-being and even providing us with the platform and the opportunities to be able to do that was really a great way for us to really make sure that we were the best versions of ourselves while doing our work.
After students finish working with Polar, I hope they leave inspired of A, themselves, what they're capable of, B, what their interests may be. We believe we're trying to create the future of work today. And inspiration is our currency here at Polar, and that's what we hope to give our students.
Congratulations to Polar, and thank you to Daoud for helping us present this award. I'd now like to invite Kunal Gupta, Polar's CEO, to share some remarks. Kunal.
Thanks, Ross. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you so much to all the students who voted for us, and more importantly, to all the students who have been working with us. I started Polar alongside classmates in my 4A term while I was an engineering student at Waterloo a very long time ago. And the culture and the cadence that we've kept, over a decade now has been one that's very student friendly. The evidence of that is the ratio of full-time students to co-op students is almost 1-to-1 at our business. And that really speaks to the importance that we've placed on co-op students, but equally important that the value the students are offering our business. We count on them for absolutely everything in every part of the business. It's a very effective, very efficient way for us to continue to invest and grow. But the part that I enjoy and appreciate the most about working with so many students, I've hired over 400 now with the business, is that it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to work with students. It's a reminder for older people like me of what I was once like or tried to be. There's this energy, there's this creativity, this enthusiasm. You know, when I ask a student to do something new, their answer will be yes. When I ask a full-time person to do that, the answer will sometimes be why. So it's a very unique part of the culture and something that we're excited to keep building on. And it's really rewarding to be acknowledged and recognized in this way. And thank you to the co-op department as well. We hire a lot of students, and we've come up with innovative ways to do that. And they've tolerated us and supported us and encouraged us. And we wouldn't have been able to keep going the way we are and have been without their support. So thank you to Ross and Nancy and the team.
Thank you so much, Kunal. And thank you to everyone at Polar for your ongoing support of Waterloo Co-op students and for the rich student experiences that you clearly provide. It's very much appreciated. Okay, on top of acknowledging our award recipients today, I'd also like to acknowledge that for each award this year, our selection committee has determined some honourable mentions. These honourable mentions are companies who scored exceptionally high on the evaluation rubric based on their submission package. We'd like to recognise and celebrate with you CMHC, the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, specifically their Innovation Division, Nerve Technology Inc., the Waterloo Institute for Sustainable Energy, the Rhetoricon, Environment and Climate Change Canada, and finally, BlackBerry. To each of these companies, whether you are a small, medium, or large business, or located locally or globally, thank you for having a significant and positive influence on the co-op students that you employ. The opportunities that you provide mean so much, and we're honoured to have the chance to celebrate you. Thank you. As we wrap up our ceremony, I want to say congratulations again to all our latest Cooperative and Experiential Education Employer Impact Award winners and honourable mentions. Each of you are all shining examples of the value of co-op and work-integrated learning. You have such a lasting impact on our students, especially in the ways you offer ongoing guidance and mentorship. You truly do equip and empower our young, talented students for a complex future workforce. Thank you again to all of our employers and campus partners who have joined us today as well. I know some of you are joining us today from different time zones across the world, and we appreciate you having you here with us. We're also grateful to have ongoing partnership with each and every one of you. If you're a current employer interested in applying for the CEE Employer Impact Awards, this event is annual, so when applications reopen in the coming January, we will send you an email with the details. You can also reach out to your account manager directly for additional information or support through the process with our team. Once again, thank you all for joining us today, and we hope you will join us for the panel discussion starting at 1 o'clock. It will be moderated by Dr. Nora McRae. This panel will give you a chance to hear how some of our CEE Employer Impact Award recipients have managed the COVID-19 pandemic and the challenges that it has brought. It will cover how they've been rising to meet the demands of an evolving workforce while still maintaining their dedication to hiring Waterloo Co-op students. We'll also highlight the shift in skills employers are seeing in a post-pandemic workplace and discuss strategies that we can implement to adapt, thrive, and rebuild our economy. To navigate to that panel discussion, please select stages on the left-hand navigation panel from where you can select panel discussion from the list of options. I look forward to seeing you there shortly, and thank you again for joining us today.